is something so special about her voice. What is it? We absolutely love her voice. Iconic she is. Barbara Streisand, ladies and gentlemen, right here on WHGE 95.3 FM. You're now listening to Rachelle Wilson. Make some intelligent noise. It is Saturday. What is today's date? Saturday, the 20th of August. And we have got so much going on, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm going to save the absolute best for last. First and foremost, let me share with you, please remember, today is the CTAC block party. Yay! CTAC, churches taking a corner. I like to consider it as well as citizens taking a corner, where they are healing beyond the bullies and the bullets. So they've given me a t-shirt, an honorary t-shirt for supporting, and I absolutely support them. And on the t-shirt it says healing beyond bullies and bullets. And so we love CTAC for that. And ladies and gentlemen, if there's anyone out there who has just been itching and it's just been on your mind, you can't sleep at night, you absolutely need to do something. You got to do something to get involved, to be a part of the solution in our communities. Then I would ask you, I would absolutely encourage you, please reach out to CTAC and volunteer to be one of the either mom on the block or man on the block. And these are simply people who are dedicated, committed, they love their community, they want to make it better, and it's just in your one block. We're not asking you to save the city, to volunteer to save the whole city. We're going to do it one community at a time. So please reach out to CTAC if you could become a dedicated and committed community volunteer to uplift your particular neighborhood. And you would want to reach out. CTAC, you want to call 302-377-5984. Again, CTAC 377-5984. Call them and get some information, engage them in a conversation. You are welcome to participate in saving your communities. Absolutely fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. So they're doing their block party today at Knollwood Park, if I have that correct. Again, use the phone number if you need directions. Today they're doing the block party. Bring the kids out, have some fun, enjoy a water ice, some face painting, and engage in some good conversations. Network. Feel free to network and meet people and make new friends. You never know what God has for you. So if you have a closed hand, a closed mind, a myopic thinking, then you'll never get any further than you are. But when you are open your hand, God, the divine spirit, can give you and you can receive it. All right. Thank you so much for that. CTAC block party today. Finally, I have to come into what I consider to be one of the most exciting announcements. The African American Family Festival, the 26th annual. For 26 years, Eastside Pride WHGE has been doing this in collaboration also with the Delaware Africa Coalition, the Taste of Africa. So we're going to do it again, ladies and gentlemen. It was so nice for 26 years and then 5 years with Taste of Africa. We're doing big things and we want you to save that date. Show up. We have worked hard to get you some fabulous entertainment. And if anyone is interested in putting up a vendor's table, perhaps you want to sell your product. Do you sell cupcakes, or maybe you sell keychains or t-shirts or something fabulous that can be used within our community? Then I would ask you to please reach out to Miss Janice. Reach out to Miss Janice at 1-347-971-9213. That's Miss Janice at 347-971-9213 if you're interested in being a vendor at our festival. So excited, so excited. And Ladies and gentlemen, I'm also excited because with me today in the studio is one of the artists that will be headlining and premiering at our September 10th festival, Family Fun Festival. It's a great day for the kids to come out, great day for the adults to come out and just relax. I mean, bring your little chairs. It's okay. Bring your chairs and your umbrella and your water, hydrate, do what you got to do. Come on out September 10th and enjoy the festivities that we have worked so hard to put together. That's the Delaware African Coalition, as well as WHGE in collaboration with Eastside Pride, and of course sponsored by the amazing City Council Representative Michelle Harley and Representative Xanthia Oliver. So we give thanks to them. But with me in the studio today, ladies and gentlemen, I have someone that you know and love. We know him as YungAly 302, and but his name is Alex Bush. So let's bring him on set, ladies and gentlemen, and engage him in a conversation about what is his level of entertainment. And we welcome you. Hello. Thank you.
How y'all doing? How you doing?
Did I terribly brutalize the name? Help me get it right. YungAly. Ali.
YungAly.
YungAly 302.
YungAly float like a butterfly. It's like Muhammad Ali.
Okay,
we
Ali.
already the champs.
All right, I like that. Good mentality. Now we're working with you. You're working with us. You agreed so graciously to join us in this powerful, historical Family Fun Festival. Tell us first a little bit about who is YungAly 302.
First of all, YungAly is he's a son, a brother, a father. He's somebody's everything. And then he's a CEO of a record label. So
yes.
I'm a CEO of a record label. At the same time, I have 7 different artists that I have out right now.
Awesome.
And I'm an activist.
Okay.
I'm in the community. I want to be part of the community, and anything my brothers and sisters have going on, we're going to be part of it.
I love that. I love that mentality. That's, I believe it is in humility or being humble that we actually receive our greatest blessings and our calling forth of divine. So we appreciate that in you. And so what kind of music do you do? I listen to your music, and I'm an old fogey, so I had to really listen to it 5 or 6 times in order to really understand it. But it's a pretty good message. I mean, you're talking about important things that affect our young people. Tell me about why are you making this music, and who is your audience?
So a lot of people don't know who they are, and a lot of people see things that's on TV, and they hear things that's on the radio, and they want to consume that stuff like a sponge, and they want to make themselves that. But a lot of women want to be Nicki Minaj or Cardi B. A lot of guys want to be Drake or Little Baby, and those guys are wonderful guys, and they're wonderful sisters. We love them, but we have to learn to design ourselves. Meaning, when I went to school, I knew I wanted to graduate high school. I knew I wanted to go to college. I knew I wanted to learn more about my culture. I knew that music, or shall I say entertainment, was going to be a part of me growing up, was going to be a part of my life as an adult. So I had to design myself for that. So me having that song out, saying design myself or buy myself, basically I'm saying when you look yourself in the mirror, you have to look yourself in the mirror and say, hey, my mom birthed me. But everything that I do from the time that I step out of her house, I'm designing myself. My background, if I don't get in no trouble and I don't get no felonies, I design that. By the way, I have no felonies.
That is amazing. That is amazing. A black man in America with no felonies.
I do this for our family, though. I try my best to stay out of trouble for our family. When I say our family, I mean an African American family. I realize that as a brother, they that's how they chain us up, and they say, hey, I'm not gonna go into the job thing because it's a lot right now. It's a lot.
You know, you talking to the choir, baby,
Yeah.
because that's my thing. Make some intelligent noise, right?
Yeah.
They snatched up my seed, and I was like, "Woo! Wait, pump your brakes!"
Right.
And so I started a movement. That was 6.5 years ago.
Right.
So I advocate for that. So, honey, if you feel like you got something to say about America's systems of justice and just us, you know, feel free to speak out on that. But I love your mentality. I love the fact that you have been smart enough, clever enough to not get caught up in their system, right? I mean, which holds us down. So you're doing music and talking about what myself and designing your own self. Basically, it's like self-determination. One of the principles of Kujichagulia, self-determination. So I love that. The principles of Kwanzaa, that's what I was trying to think, the principles of Kwanzaa. So I find that to be amazing. I can't stop commending you. Like, I want to just say bravo. Can we all just say bravo to a young brother with your mentality? So you're creating this music, you have your own label, you've got 7 people. Tell us a little bit more about it.
So what we do is we use the streams that we're giving online. You know, my mom always said you have to use what you're giving to get to the next step. So I'm not going to talk about my partners, but I'm going to say, you know, the systems that they give us, the digital system that they give us to distribute our music, I use them systems, and I distribute music through them systems. Them systems give me 250 countries. If 250 countries ain't enough, then tell me. That's the world, right?
Right.
I thought that was the world.
Yeah, that's it.
So when I talk to artists and I tell the artists, listen, all I need you to do is focus on music. I can get your music in stores around 250 countries. And then all you have to do, each show you have, is perform the music that you have out at each show. And then we'll try to find a way to the radios, but we have online radio now.
Right.
So, you know, it's double trouble.
Internet radio. So thank God for stations like WHGE, the only black-owned radio station that's actually FCC broadcasting in the city of Wilmington, the entire state of Delaware.
I'm talking about you every since they called me. Like, yo, hold up. I'm about to be on the radio. They called me. Finally.
Yes.
We had a nice... So,
because people don't know about this, and we need to take pride in every black achievement that we're able to move forward with.
Of course.
So that's pretty awesome.
Of course.
Yeah, but nowadays, you're right. In 2022, post-COVID, we've got all this technology and all these ways to stream and broadcast. So you're in 250 countries, and you can help other artists get on those platforms.
I can help any artist get anywhere they gotta get. Actually right now, my main producer I just signed on, he's over in Poland right now. We all know Poland is right next to Ukraine. Ukraine having a war. So I was talking to him and I'm like, hey, I want to come over there. And he's like, right now it's not the best time to come over here because they got a war. And I'm like, I'm supposed to work. So he just sent over 1,000 beats. I got 1,000 beats for me and all my artists that I'm working for.
That is
a guy in Poland.
That's a lot of work, though. 1,000 beats, that's a lot of work, baby. You're going to be on the computer technology for a minute. But you can do it. You're young and you can do it.
When you say you design yourself, it's not meaning you do everything by yourself. My last album I just recorded, didn't drop yet, the new single, by myself. Design myself and by myself is the same exact song. But I recorded it in Wilmington, Delaware. And I took it to Quad Studio in New York City to get it edited. That's the same studio that, I don't want to talk about it because it's not a good thing. It's my favorite artist. But that's the same studio that Tupac I shot it.
Oh, I love Tupac.
I love Tupac too.
Yes.
So for me to go to that studio and actually go up there and get my whole album mixed down in that studio, for me it was legendary. I've been wanting to do this since a kid.
That is legendary, just to be in that same building and whatever spiritual energy may come around. You know what I mean?
We walked into the doors, and then before you get in the second door, somebody has to come and let you in the elevator. Catch this, it's DJ Envy. I don't know at the time it's DJ Envy letting me in until I get home, and I'm like, hold up, wait. Wait, that was DJ, because above Quad Studios is Jay-Z's studio.
Oh, I see, said the blind man.
So you got, and then on top of that, while I was at the studio, Little Baby and Little Dirk just left. They just left the studio, and I'm just coming in and creating my album. So, like you said, it's an energy. It's an energy. I'm in there, everybody looking like, who's this guy? I'm looking around like, who are all these people? Right. But it's an energy, and we all in there creating, and we all African American in there creating.
That's beautiful. And I love how you explained the energy and not acting like a groupie. When you see people, you don't act like groupies, because they're really just people. They put their pants on just like you did, and they did something maybe before you've had a chance to do it, but you're on your way. So they're just men. They're just people, just like you are. Women, just like the rest of us. So I love that you didn't act like a groupie, but the spiritual energy, or just the energy of artists being in that building, you know, that alone might inspire you to do some more music. So now you're dropping one, and you've got another one on its way.
Wait, time out. No, I dropped two.
You dropped two? In
2021. I dropped MTU by myself. That's explaining how USA first started. And then how when they touched down on the land and they came and they took all the Indians, and everybody know what they did to the Indians, but we was the Indians. So it's called MTU.
Okay.
That's just the abbreviations of the name, but I'll tell you later.
Okay.
Offline, if y'all want to know, y'all can go ahead and check Spotify out and check out YungAly, YungAly 302, and it'll take you to the album. But other than that, I was going to say earlier, I didn't want to hit it, but you know, it seems like guys that go to jail and get felonies and come home, they end up with better jobs than guys that don't have felonies. So in my head, I'm thinking like, okay, once they put them felonies on my guy's back, that's kind of like putting a chain around their neck. It's like, okay, we put a chain around your neck, now you can go and get a good job. You going to get the best job.
Those invisible doggy collars, doggy fences, keep the dog in the yard. Well, that's kind of what we think the collars.
Yes.
I
didn't
get
mean
it.
to go off a subject, but
no, it's fine.
It was sitting right there, so I had to say it.
And it almost sets a mindset for someone who doesn't have a felony. If you see that, you're thinking, well, shit, maybe I need to go get a felony in order to get a good job. But we don't want anybody to think that. We don't want people to go in that direction, because that's really not. You don't want that invisible collar around your neck. Once you get a felony, it's an invisible collar around your neck, pretty much for the rest of your life, and it's very sad.
Until we get done fighting. It's only over when we get done fighting. When we wake up and we realize that whatever court case that was in court when Michael when they put their knee on his neck, that court case wasn't for us. The riot should have been still going on.
Okay.
They should have been still going, because nothing with that court case had anything to do with us. Young black men and women, not just young black men, now there's women.
Oh, yes.
Stormed on and getting shot. All of that. And it don't matter if you're a star or you're not a star. Most stars, this is a fact, most stars want to be us, because we can walk through the mall without so much attraction.
Right. And a target on our back.
And a target on our back.
Target on their back.
Yes.
Now, I'm just a little nobody from nowhere, right? I live right here in the hood, right in the city.
The neighborhood.
The neighborhood.
It's a neighborhood.
But check this out. My point is, I'll go to the gas station, I'll go to the supermarket, I go various different places, and I'm shocked that people actually are like, hey, Rachelle, or hey, make some intelligent noise. Like, wow, you're actually paying attention. You don't even think that people are paying attention. You get up and you do your job, or you do your artistry, right, for years, and not thinking anyone's paying attention until you go to the gas station.
And they catch you at the supermarket.
Yes.
You're just
like what? Like a deer in headlights. Like, yeah, I'm Rachelle Wilson. But it feels good to know, for me anyway, it feels good to know that people are listening, they're focusing in, they're at least giving me a moment of credence, of thought to whatever it is that I'm advocating about.
This is the radio we're talking about. This is not online radio. But this is online radio, and it's offline radio. It's the biggest radio in the world. It's FCC radio. That's like playing. FCC is like playing for the Chicago Bulls with Michael Jordan.
Okay.
you get there and it's over. My homie shit.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And we are online as well, all over the world. So
that's
we're trying to hit it.
It's like a double. It's like a boom, 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 boom. My homie Shiz Nitty, he was one of the first artists. Him and Bobby Doms was the first artists to have music on air from Delaware. And when Delaware heard it, they went crazy. And you know what I said? I said, I'm next.
Yes.
I'm next.
Positive 50.
I love them guys. And I said, I'm next. Then we lost a soldier. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
I was like, Bobby, man. The music, Delaware's
But
everywhere.
you're still next. You're still next. We are the second smallest state in the entire United States of America. And yet some of the big things of the world come out of Delaware.
Yeah.
Including laws and policies. We can't forget that part
Banks.
as well. Banks, capital, no taxes. But moving right along, because I want to make sure we utilize all of our time to do really well. How about if you give us a 1 minute or 30-second spit the most important part of the song? Just spit it right now. The mic is yours. Give us a little taste of what we're going to hear at the African American Festival.
I design myself, distribute myself, set up towards myself. I run this company myself. I design myself, distribute myself, set up towards myself. I run this company myself. I run this company myself. And I stopped there because when I was little, I always wanted to do this entertainment thing.
Yes.
And as I'm going, I'm like, I'm gonna be the best rapper out.
Yes.
And then God, I'm a firm believer.
Yes.
We're gonna say amen. Then God, he said, hold up, you're not gonna be no rapper. You're gonna be the CEO of the company.
Oh.
He said, first I need you to get your publishing. Then I need you to join ASCAP with your writers. And once you do that, once you copyright, once you register your music and your company with everywhere, then you can go ahead and be the best businessman.
Yes.
The best writer. So I wanted to be the best writer, but I became one of the best businessmen in my family so far.
Yes.
And I love everybody, and one of the best businessmen in my neighborhood so far. And I'm trying to be one of the best businessmen in the world, not just for myself, but for my state of Delaware and my people.
Yes.
I deserve it, and my people deserve it. I'm going to open up doors for those that are creative and they want to be creative in any way. I'm going to open up the doors for them and say, hey, you want the rest of the world? Here you go, the rest of the world, but you got to be careful what you ask for.
You got to be careful what you ask for. And that I'll lead into the segue of, because I can't let it go. I gotta jump right on you with this. You mentioned God. You talked about divine and being a firm believer. And I got to tell you, and I don't mind sharing it with the entire world, before I do every single radio broadcast, before I leave my house to come to the station, I say a little prayer. Let every word that I speak, every action, every thought that proceedeth from my mouth and my thinking, let it be under your divine will, Almighty God, your loving and perfect will, so that I can reach the masses of people in the venue that you've given me. When you get humble, and you can do that on the smallest level, God will watch you and test you and see whether or not you're ready for something bigger and greater. So I'm relating to you on that. I love that. I love that.
You have no idea. Like, the day before you call, I got a call from somebody from Def Jam, supposedly, not knowing that my last single was released through Def Jam digital distribution, right? So I got a call from somebody from Def Jam, and they was talking about putting me on another show, another tour, but he was asking for money. And I'm like, hold up, wait. First of all, you're supposed to know that I'm already kind of with the team. And second of all, they wouldn't call and ask for no money at all. At all. This is a scam.
It is a scam.
I had to do the scam alert because they getting real out here. Like, how they get my cell phone number?
Yes.
I ditched the real phone because I got tired of them. Now they got my cell phone number.
Yeah, I think a couple of folks tried to scam me too. But you know what I've learned to look for? on the scam, like the email thing, they'll get one letter or the dot is in the wrong place, and then I'm like, that's not authentic, you know. But I feel for our elders who may not be as technological savvy, and they'll just say, oh yeah, here's my social security number, and here's my, you know, like please protect our elders from the scams. Protect our elders.
My stepfather, he like 71 years old, and we talked about him paying insurance through the computer because he paid $407, and I want him to pay $119, but he was like, nah, I'm not willing to compromise. That's the word. I'm not willing to compromise and sacrifice all of my personal business. So Google can take it and sell it.
Yes. So he would rather go and physically pay $300 extra than to go on the computer.
Because if they steal your identity, that's $1 million.
But here's the thing. Yes, and I respect that. And we're not going to get too far off on a tangent, but I got to say, I got to have a response. I'm a journalist. I have a response. So going online and doing business online is safe when you take the precautionary safety measures necessary. And every elder has at least one young person somewhere running around, if it ain't nothing but their neighbors' baby kids, right? Find one of the young people to help you go through the technology to be safe online as you move forward. That's my 2 cents in that cookie jar.
It got to be a good young one. It got to be a good, because you think about it, like even young ones, they don't know how to really, they don't know how, they have not took the time out to read about how to secure their stuff online, how to make sure they're not being robbed online. I thought I was secure at one point in time.
Sorry.
But I just now got very, 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 very secure, all around the board secure, like even going outside. You say monkeypox, I ain't going outside. I'm not going. Pandemic, I was moving everywhere. I was dropping music. I shot 7 videos. I was doing everything during the pandemic. Monkeypox, I ain't going nowhere.
So let me ask, I've got to ask, without a response and no judgment, did you get the vax? Did you get the vax?
No, because I didn't. I don't. Forgive me, but I love my people, but I don't trust. I don't trust.
Here's what I can say, and I can't say very much, but I'm allowed to say this much. We've been looking for a cure for cancer for what, 20, 30, 40, 50 years? I'm not exactly sure. We've been looking for a cure for HIV and AIDS since the 80s. We've been looking for a cure for the common cold since the beginning of manhood, right? And haven't found it, but yet within a year, 12 months, we found a vax that's going to help with COVID. And I can't say anything other than that. But if you're interested in getting your COVID vaccine or test, please reach out to your doctors, your healthcare professionals, all of your community service workers and community centers. Please reach out, get tested, know your status. And if the vax is right for you, the vaccine, please, take care of your health and do what's right for you and your family. I have to say that.
Right there. I mean, because my mom caught it. But my mom my mom had already been taking 7 medicines. So you give somebody a cold that's been taking 7 or 8 medicines, even somebody that got high blood pressure, what you think gonna happen?
Right.
And so to me, it's like I was around the whole time. I was on the road. Wasn't no rappers on the road. I was the only rapper on the road. I mean, Baby and Baby, they was not.
We were all on lockdown. We couldn't leave the house.
I was on the road. Okay. I was on lockdown. I was on the road. I was in Atlantic City, New York City, putting out videos. I was shaking hands.
Getting your hustle on. That's right.
I was down. We went to North Carolina. Some spot I ain't never been. When I went down there in North Carolina, it was Pinehurst, North Carolina we went to. That was like going to one of them little towns you ain't belong in.
Yeah, because remember, sometimes you can still find the ropes hanging on the trees. The further south you go, you got to be real careful. Up north, they just come right out and shoot you and kill you, like Patrick Loyola. Okay, down there you find yourself, you'll be hanging for a strange fruit from a tree. Yeah.
So we was on tour.
So yeah,
it was scary.
That's amazing though that you were out there getting your hustle and your grind on. I think that's amazing. That's what good business people have to do. You can't stop. You got to keep going.
Yeah.
I wasn't able to go out of my house, but you know what? I will. I accept it. I was on the lockdown, but I kept working. I never left my laptop. Everywhere I went, when I went somewhere, or I was at my laptop for 11 hours a day, getting my grind, my hustle on for Make Some Intelligent Noise.
You know why I went and did it? I went and did it because first when the pandemic started, I told somebody, because I'm a big YouTube theorist.
Yes.
Conspiracy theorist guy. Right, so
you're on YouTube right now, so you need to know you're on Facebook, YouTube, all of my platforms, right?
So I was looking at it. I told one of my homies, I'm like, yo, people just dropping dead in the middle of China. This when it first came out, they did a video, and they was like, nah, that's fake. I was like, all right, and I rolled with it ever since. Nah, that's fake. So it started to look like it was a race online. This country saying this many people died. America always had the most death, but I looked around and everybody was still here.
Certain countries, and again, I have to be very mindful of how I discuss anything COVID on FCC regulations, but I can tell you this much: there were countries, ones that America would consider as third world countries, they never suffered from the COVID epidemic. They never suffered, they never got vaxxed, they never got anything, and they're what we would call a third world country. But let's leave it there and move right along. We're doing a fantabulous, we're going to do an absolutely fabulous, the 26th annual African American Family Festival and the 5th annual Taste of Africa with the Delaware Africa Coalition. We're going to do that on September 10th, 2022. YungAly 302 is one of our performers, and we do ask that you please come out, please share, come on out, check it out, see for yourself, listen to the music. We're going to have vendors, people are going to be there selling items. As Timeless Thomas said so eloquently earlier, this is one of those summertime festivals. You got to support them, because soon the winter comes and then we're all locked in the house again. There's nowhere to go. It's drab and dreary until we spend all the money for Christmas. So let's get every little festival in that we can this year and enjoy ourselves. We've been locked down. Let's come on out and have a good time, ladies and gentlemen. Bring the kids out. This is, SeaTac will be there. Other tables will be there. Vendors, again, Michelle Harley, Xanthia Oliver, all of the journalists from WHGE will be there. And of course, amazing entertainment is going to be there to delight you. And come and show me some personal love and support, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to be on the mic from 12 to 7 because I'm the mistress of ceremonies, and I love it. I almost had to grab the microphone out of Mr. Harmon Carey's hand, like, make me the MC. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. 7 hours straight. Who does that? Rachelle Wilson.
That's a gift, though. That's a gift. And
yes,
I like to thank you because, this whole process, you've been a big supporter of the whole DA7MG. That's the label. You've been a big supporter, you know what I'm saying, and inviting us to come up there and me to perform. That's big. This is the African Festival.
Yes.
Why wouldn't I want to perform it? I need everybody to be. I need young, old. I need everybody to be at the African Festival. I don't want to hear nobody saying they on the corner. They go be at a festival right now. You had all week to get money.
That's
now
right.
You need to go to the festival with your brothers and sisters and pipe it down and just chill out, relax, and enjoy entertainment.
Yes.
It's time for the kids, right?
Yes, and I'm hoping that the elders will come out, bring their little chairs, the little folding chairs, or whatever their little seats are. Bring your seat, your umbrellas, come on out. Be prepared to spend a good portion of the day with us. Entertainment's going to go based on the schedule, which I'm not making up the schedule, but we have an entire team in place. Everyone is in their lane doing what they are supposed to be doing to bring you a wonderful, fabulous, and historic Family Fun Festival Day. All right, so at least show us some love and come on out, even if you just peek your head in, see what we're up to, and then, you know, make your own judgments from there. But at least come out and show us some love and support. You know, I don't care if you come out and buy me a water ice. I'm gonna sneak that one in there.
I want a water ice.
I want water ice.
Somebody come buy me a water ice.
Yes, I'll have people buy me water ices all day.
So you know, this is an African American festival. Are y'all gonna have barbecued ribs there?
Oh my gosh! Like I said, every single committee has their own thing. I'm in promotions. We've got someone dealing with vendors, someone doing food. But I think that we have a vendor coming out doing some ribs and some good old fashioned. It's really slave food, but it's soul food. You know what I mean? Because we knew how to do something with the master scraps that nobody else could do.
We made all the good food. And
who came up with macaroni and cheese? That was us.
Who came up with rice? Who showed them how to plant rice? They almost died in America. We had to show them how to plant rice so they can survive.
That's right.
Building houses. We did everything, but you know, we be mindful. We try to share because actually we all brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
We're all brothers and sisters.
Yes.
Try to be mindful. Some of them don't understand us, but it's okay. Just understand that I got to get back to the music. Music was put in place for everybody to enjoy. When we was Indians, it was a fire before the radio. We used to chant around a fire all day. Everybody
dance and celebrate.
Yeah.
And the Africans, even before the Native Americans migrated to the north of Mexico, we were in the motherland and things. Dancing. Even to this day, the sound of the drum gets us moving. You can't sit still when you hear the drums.
So we can't forget that music and chanting is a big part of our culture. And we can't let other races take what is ours. Music is ours. There's no way in the world. That's why I'm here starting this label. Because there's no way in the world that another race is going to take what don't belong to them. Y'all can have y'all NASCAR back. Y'all can have y'all hockey back.
Well, sweetie, if we take back everything that we created, like separate us from all of the things that other people created, there's not going to be much of America.
I'm just talking about music. Just let us have our music back. Let us have our airwaves.
Blood, plasma, electricity, the stop sign, red lights, like paint.
No.
We created paint.
Hold up. But they good welders. They know how to weld real good. We do too. I love watching them play hockey. I'm not going to get in a hockey ring and fight nobody. And I don't want to do all that. I love watching them do that. I'm not going to be no jockey or no horse. I love watching them do that. I love watching them do other things. Just give us our music back.
Okay.
Hip hop is
and the basketball that belongs to us too.
It do, but it's a couple guys that know how to shoot a 3-point.
Right.
I want white chocolate to be shooting them 3-point. That's my man.
Yes.
I like seeing the Caucasian dude that dunk. I like that because from where I come from, they can't dunk. Remember?
Right. White men can't. White men can't jump.
So they got stuff they can do. We all family. Let me clear it up. We all family, but they got stuff they can do, and we got stuff we can do.
So instead of hating each other, how about we collaborate together and enjoy each other? What you can do and what I can do, let's enjoy that amongst ourselves. But some people find it to be threatening, and so they'll pull their taser and they'll shoot us. But I'm getting off the subject again.
If they can't make no money, if they can't make no money off of you, why are you here?
Why do we have so many people incarcerated? Right, for low-level drug offenses, marijuana, and now they've got dispensaries that are dispensing it. You know what the difference is? You can tax the dispensary, you can't tax the brother posted up on the corner. Okay, so that's the whole difference of why some people go to jail and some people are just getting a tax.
Most of the people in jail was asking for forgiveness. They was asking court of common pleas. The last part of it is please. I'm not asking you for no plea. If I did it, I did it. I'm going to go do my time, but I'm a grown man. I'm not asking nobody please. Yeah. You ask please, that I think it's a sign of weakness. If you ain't talking to your mom or one of your people's like, hey, can you please give me this? I'm not going to court knowing I did something bad, asking y'all to slap me on the wrist.
You're right. The word please in the court and the word where I say please and thank you is the only difference is a letter A.
It's common.
It's a letter A. That's the only thing that's missing from please in the court.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I words are important. I'm a wordologist. When it comes to words and the law, I'm a wordologist, so I pay attention to words. But tell me a little bit more in our closing segment. Just tell me about DA7 and how can people get in touch with you to show their love and support.
Okay, so first of all, I'm going to tell y'all my artist, Black Wolf, hip hop artist. He's been there since day one. I got an R&B artist, Late Night 302. We have his EP out right now. It's entitled Late Night 302. I got Soul Jones out, R&B artist. He did Oh Nana. I just did a performance with him in Philadelphia. I got CBT out. That's a pop group, 250 countries around the world, Real G's. That's the name of their EP. Of course, I got YungAly out. That's me. MTU. I got the crossover out. That's YungAly and Black Wolf together.
Okay.
As a group. It's the crossover. It's the Purple albums. It's hip hop. It's hip hop at its purest form.
Oh, okay.
It's real hip hop. We like MTU is everything everybody's doing now, and you get to the crossover. It's hip hop. You crossed over from what everybody doing to real hip hop. Okay. And we hip hop, hippity hop, hippity hop, and big.
Yes, I remember that. So, like I said, I'm an old fogey, so I don't understand it all, but some of it I got it.
So at the beginning of the year, I went uptown like I do every year. I paid for my license. I got my Delaware state of license. We're working on our city to make sure everything great. Like I said, we got our publishing, and I had to make sure all of the artists was under the publishing. We can give anybody in the state of Delaware a publishing deal. Okay. Anybody. Publishing has nothing to do with advance money.
Okay. All right. Bravo.
We got a .com online, which is da7mg.com. That you go on there, our clothing line is displayed, which is the 7 music. DA7MG is everything. Okay. DJ is our fashion designer for our DA7 and Miss DJ Apparel. That's her brand, but she runs her DA7.
And tell us exactly the way you told me off air. Tell me DA7 and what you did. Tell me, explain it to them the way you said it to me.
DA7, the 7. Now you got to break down 7 each letter. Supreme, entrepreneur, visionary, eradicate nonsense. So you got the DA, determined artist or definitive artist. Everybody knows what definitive means, and we know what determined means. We're determined to get where we are. I'm not telling people are asking me when I'm going to make it. I've already made it.
Yes,
I've already my music is already in 250 countries. My artist. Forget me. My artist is already in 250 countries. When are you going to stream their music so we can get where you want us to be at?
Right. That's the thing about people's perception of success.
Yeah.
They think if you're not doing DMX or Tupac, which we love, God bless him and rest in peace. But if you're not doing it on that level, and for me as a journalist, it would be Oprah Winfrey. That would be the epitome for me. DMX over here. But if you're not on those levels of success, then you're not a success at all. And I would like to change that mentality. Success is for every single person that got up and did the work in order to do whatever it is that you were most passionate about doing. You got up, you put in the time, the work, the energy, the hours, the sleepless nights, the sacrifices, and you're doing it. That's a success.
So,
in my opinion, and I could be wrong.
You're right. You definitely right. That's what the 7 stands for. Yes. Completion. The number 7 stands for completion.
Yes, it does.
My success is on completion. I'm successful because I'm at a radio station on air right now. That's success. I'm completion.
And broadcasting all over the world.
Exactly. And I just dropped the album by myself with help. That's completion. You asked me when I'm going to be famous. That's different. You asking me when the finance part is going to come in. That's going to be different. We banking on the finance part, but in order to do that, we got to get famous first. In order to get famous first, I got to put this and that out.
And you know what? I think you said it best, and we'll close with this. When we give divine honor to that which is divine and greater than ourselves in being humble, not egotistical, but humble, that's when God says, okay, so you're ready for a little bit more. So here's a little more for you.
That's what happens.
And it'll just keep giving you a little bit more, a little bit more until you're ready, until you get it. Like up here and in here. You get it. And that's what I'm banking on.
That's what he did to me.
Yes, we're banking on God by whatever name that you may use to call God, Allah, Jehovah, and a higher power, creator, supreme being. All of the names that we use, whatever that divine something is greater than ourselves. I'm banking on that.
I'm banking on that too.
I can't thank you enough for being here. You are the bomb diggity. I'm so excited. I can't wait to announce you for your performance on September 10th, 2022. And tell us real fast, you got 30 seconds, tell us how to get in touch with you if somebody wants to do that.
I'm YungAly 302. You can go to da7mg.com and you can check me out, or you can just call my number. Just call me. 856-718-7050. That's the office number right there. You just call me. You can get to me through Rachelle. You can get to me through DJ. You can call the radio station, WHGE.
That's right.
95.3.
That's right.
Or simply make sure you just be there on Saturday, September 10th, 2022, 12 to 7 o'clock, Kirkwood Park, 11. And, just be there and watch the show. If y'all not there, that's boring. Where are you going to be that day, especially if you're in Wilmington? Where are you going to be?
And this is going to be historic, so we really want everybody to show up. And as I've already stated to you, we've got some other great talent that's going to be there, some local talent, and someone coming, I believe, from New Jersey. I'm not sure. Big Dre.
Right.
Big Dre is going to be joining us. We've got Richard Rawls. Aziza.
That's my guy, Richard.
Yes, we love Richard Raw. We love him.
Richard Raw, that's my guy.
Shout out to Richard Raw. We love you, baby. We're going to have our very own Nosa Roma will be there. Victor Cooper, he's also one of our journalists here for the Saturday Open Eye Radio with Pat Gibbs. So we've got some talent and some entertainment, ladies and gentlemen. All kind of fun stuff for the kids. And I'm going to let my ego out of the bubble on my head and tell you this. I don't know what anyone else is doing, but I'm going to do my best to entertain you. Thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Rachelle Wilson. Until we meet again, may God bless you and keep you. Be good to yourselves, but be good to others. Remember, karma is real.
That was real.